Welcome to the Mercy4Mankind Charity Challenge.
The largest Muslim youth organisation in Britain, the Ahmadi Muslim Youth Association, held its Mercy4Mankind Charity Challenge on Saturday the 19th of August in Fitz Park, Keswick. The Mercy4Mankind Charity Challenge is named after the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, who Muslims believe was sent by God as a mercy for mankind. The event's tagline, "Every act of goodness is charity," is a saying of the Prophet Muhammad, who emphasised and encouraged charitable efforts towards all humanity. Over 700 members of the Ahmadi Muslim Youth Association took part in a half-marathon run and walk, hoping to raise more than £500,000 for UK charities, including the Royal British Legion, Save the Children, NSPCC, Barnardo's, Click Sargent, UNICEF, the British Red Cross, the Cumbria Community Foundation, and many others. This year's event began in Keswick Town Centre in Fitz Park. The participants walked along the River Greta before going on to cross the River Derwent. The walk then went on to a circular loop of Derwent Water, which is one of the many beautiful lakes in the famous Lake District area. As the youth members walked or ran along the lake, they were shadowed by the famous peaks at the area, Cat Bells and Castle Crag. The participants then reached the halfway point at the Grange, where they had the chance to recharge before heading back to Keswick. Despite the rain, the participants thoroughly enjoyed the event. The overall distance covered approximated to a half marathon in what was truly the most beautiful backdrop the Charity Challenge has ever seen. In fact, the area of the Lake District has recently been designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The background to this year's Mercy4Mankind event is rooted in the floods which hit Cumbria in 2015 and 2016. Hundreds of Ahmadi Muslim youth from across the country spent many days and hundreds of man-hours assisting in the flood relief effort. Since that year, Ahmadi Muslim youth have revisited the Cumbria area to offer their support and raise money for the Cumbrian Community Foundation. Last year, Ahmadi Muslim youth cycled over 100 miles in the Ride for Peace effort in the Lake District, and also organised a charity hike over 2 days in the area. This year was the 33rd Charity Challenge, which began in 1985 under the direction of the Khalifa of the Ahmadi Muslim community. Since its inception, the Ahmadi Muslim Youth Association has raised in excess of £2 million for UK charities. In an era where Muslims are shown to be disregarding such peaceful principles of Islam, the Ahmadi Muslim Youth Association hopes this event will serve a dual purpose of not only helping charitable causes, but also reminding Muslims and non-Muslims alike that Islam and its founder stood firmly for peace and unity within humanity. It is these fundamental principles which form the basis for the Charity Challenge and the work of the Ahmadi Muslim Youth Association.
So how are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, not too bad.
Really?
Route was one of the most challenging routes I've done for any distance. So I think the first 3 miles, if you can get through that in a good time.
Why, is it hilly?
Yeah, very hilly. I feel sorry for the guys that were with their bikes because they had problems carrying it up.
Carried their bikes
Yeah,
up.
because on certain stages there were steps, so you had to run up the steps.
Gotcha.
But yeah, just glad to finish it.
Really? So
I
all
had no
13
idea.
miles?
Yeah, I had no idea that I would come number one. I mean, I have been training for a long time, for over a year now, but I had no idea that I'll be number one.
Well done. Now what makes you do it? Like, what's your motivation to come out here and run?
Number one motivation is to raise money for charity. I'm raising for cancer research myself. I lost my mum to cancer about 10 years ago. So really this race is dedicated towards her. I've raised some money, just under £500 at the moment. Hopefully this win will, inshallah, double that. So when I start posting all of the information and my time and everything on the web, hopefully I'll get a lot more sponsorships. If I can hit 1,000 mark, that's my target.
Okay. May God enable you to do so.
Jazakallah, thank you.
Well done, once again, well done.
The day ended with a reception for the locals at Crosswaith Parish Room, Keswick.
Firstly, I'd want to say thank you so much for everything that you have done today, as well as all the things you've already done on past occasions. This is such a positive, heartwarming event for us all to participate in. And we cannot thank you enough for the way that you travel to our community, raise much needed funds for an excellent charity, and then show hospitality to us in our own hometown.
I'm 82 years old and I'm old enough to remember steam radio. And in steam radio you had a transmitter and an aerial which received the signal. And one of the things you had to do with steam radio was not only to have a good signal, a sine wave, but it had to be superimposed on a carrier wave. And can I say to our friends who've come to work with us and to work for us today, it doesn't matter how good your message is, it has to be conveyed. And you have conveyed it wonderfully to us in this area. We're very grateful to you for the way your message speaks volumes because of your conduct. Thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing fellowship with us in the way that you have.
I want to say 3 more thank yous. Thank you to the AMU group for coming to Keswick in 2015 after Storm Desmond. Thank you for coming again last year to raise money for Cumbria Community Foundation. And thank you for coming again today. We have a plaque to give you, and it says, "A gift from the Town Council and people of Keswick in recognition of the Ahmadiyya Youth Association's work in the aftermath of Storm Desmond in 2015 and their continued charitable efforts in raising money for our community in 2016 and 2017. And that can go wherever you need it in your mosque.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.